teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 20 carries, 84 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get two.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Throwing on 1st down. Hartman. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Top series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. They're going to come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the 1st drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So,
and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point open through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting obviously, and by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Hartman. The left side caught by Diggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete to Pierce. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Christian Harris there, finding his way home to record the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Hartman. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Pierce gets this one running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Texans 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right into the game. But the thinking of the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
To throw on 3rd down. Hartman. Open man there is Collins, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll be a gain of 5. It's still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. On third down, here's Pierce. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Handoff right side to Pierce. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans have moved out in front. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and inches. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back to throw again. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 33 yards that time.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Myers' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 14-10. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here are the Texans to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he fields it cleanly. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. for it with Pierce. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Going for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On play action, they'll throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right back to Fant. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. They'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And able to get this out to the 25. Houston set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of the goal.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this
pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Agnew now to return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a 1st down. Now left side on the swing pass. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college.
and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk